For the last 6 months and more, we've all been asking this one question. When will schools reopen? I've asked it myself many times. Well, they are reopening now. Several countries have resumed classroom learning. But does that mean going back to school is safe? Or does it mean that it is no longer wise to keep students away from school? Watch this report before you make up your mind.
January 2020. This is Wuhan, the epicenter of the virus outbreak. The city of 11 million was under a lockdown. Its schools were closed. Fast forward 8 months. This is Wuhan in September 2020. Students are back at schools. These masks aside, no one can tell that Wuhan is where the pandemic began. Around 3,000 schools and colleges in Wuhan have kick-started their autumn semester. And it is not an exception. This school in Jerusalem is opening its gates to mark a new school year. The rising cases in Israel are a matter of concern, but teachers are confident that the reopening of schools will not add to the crisis.
We keep our distance and they come in capsules. Like a few kids will come in 8 and then 8:30 and etc. And we're really trying to make a distance and just keep the kids healthy.
In Israel, at least 2.4 million students have returned to school. Thousands of miles away, this mother in Belgium is hugging her son as she drops him off at school. The long summer break has finally ended.
My kid is excited. He's very happy. There is no problem. It is me who has more apprehension.
Students in Cuba too are back at school. Most of them are very happy. Ask them why, and the answer will sound something like this.
After being socially distanced for so long, I can finally see my friends.
In the United Kingdom, a school in Bromley welcomed its students with balloons and hand sanitizer. The Welcome Day address had instructions on health, hygiene, and hand washing.
We arrive at school and we wash our hands. That's to keep us safe and to keep us clean.
At a similar ceremony in Russia, parents tell the school community that keeping a positive attitude is very important.
I have absolutely no concerns. I'm a doctor myself.
Schools have reopened in Berlin too, and face masks are non-negotiable. But identifying students behind these masks is quite a task. So this school in France has come up with a solution: name cards. Move south, and a school in Spain is preparing to welcome back its students. Social distancing, hygiene, and ventilation is the mantra. Faculty member Maria Galdiana raises a valid point. She says social distancing comes in between students' interaction. It ends up hampering the learning process. But is a socially distant classroom still better than an online one?
We consider it's more important to have all our students at school, even with a 1.5 meter distance, than to work remotely.
Most teachers will agree with her. The Wuhan virus pandemic kept more than 250 million children away from school. Most of them did not have access to online learning. When the United States tried reopening schools, nearly 97,000 students tested positive in the first 2 weeks. Earlier this week, France too sent 12 million students back to school, but soaring cases forced 22 schools to shut down again. Many students are returning to their classroom around the world. What about the rest? Also, Is it safe to bring children back to school? These are some questions to which there are no easy answers. In India, experts have written to the government suggesting reopening of schools in a graded manner, as the cases continue to rise. Parents across the world watch these images with both hope and fear. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.